Hello, and my name is Corey Burkholder, founder of Purpose Driven Career Accelerator Program. And I wanted to hop on here today because I just got off the phone with one of my clients who is in the program, and she is so stressed out. She is working a job, she's a young mother, and she's also starting her own business. And so her day job is really one that stretches her beyond her capacity, that takes advantage of her and her time outside of work, and just demanding, demanding, demanding. And I was coaching her and wanting her to really set personal boundaries for herself. And this was such a foreign concept to her, as with many professional women that I speak with, because we're go getters. We want to work, we want to do really well in our jobs, but sometimes it really takes a toll. And we find ourselves saying yes to this and yes to this, and stretching ourselves so thin where we get tired and exhausted and almost resentful for our employers. So I just wanted to share a few things that we were discussing. So the problem is that if you don't set boundaries for yourself at work, you're going to feel overworked, you're going to feel stressed, and you are going to feel resentful. Um, another problem is that if you don't set boundaries, you're actually training your coworkers, your managers, your bosses to overload and overwork you. I know that's a really hard one to think about, but you are or have trained them on overworking you. Okay. And the third problem is that if you don't set boundaries for yourself, is that it's going to take a toll on your physical health, your mental health, and your overall well being. And the opportunity here is that if you do learn how to set boundaries for yourself at work, is you're going to feel more powerful and more in control in your job. And you're also going to be able to create more time. Yes, create more time. You can create time to get the most important tasks done and to be more productive. And the third opportunity is that you're going to create more work and life balance, where that's going to improve your health. That's going to improve your productivity. That's going to give you more time for your social life and for your passions and hobbies and maybe even side hustles. Or if you're starting your own business, it's going to give you that time. So, the big question is, how do you set those boundaries? Well, I have four tips. So, the first one is you're going to really have to understand what your personal boundaries are, first and foremost. If you don't understand what your personal boundaries are, you're going to have a really hard time communicating that with others. So, a hint here is to check in with your values and also your life priorities. So, like my client, she's a young mother who doesn't have, daycare. She wants to spend more time with her kid and not be on call 24/7. So, understanding your life priorities and also taking a look at your values as well. So the second tip is to communicate. So once you know them, you want to communicate your life's priorities and your values to those who really needs to hear them. So that could be something like moving forward, and you're going to hear a dog barking because somebody's at the door. So this could be something like moving forward. I'm going to be offline between the hours of 7 a.m. to I'm sorry, from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. So you want to start creating these structures, and from the beginning if you can. But again, if you have trained the people around you, you're going to want to start taking baby steps towards that. So maybe it's having a conversation with your manager about what's going on and asking, this is going to be best for me, this is going to be best for you, because when I have this rest time, I'm going to be better at my job. So, communicating your values and your life priorities and setting those structures. And the third tip is don't say yes to everything. And I know it's really hard, especially when this project comes and this project comes, and you might be fearful of saying no to a project. But I know it's easier said than done. So if you have a lot on your plate right now and a new project comes your way, whoever your manager is, like make a list of all of those things and go in and say, okay, can we just sit down here and I want to show you all the things that I'm working on and I'm really stretched right now. So, can we take a look at this and just show me, or we can talk about the priorities? And that way, they're going to be able to see everything on your plate and they're going to be able to adjust the plan. Okay. And the fourth tip is take your PTO. Your PTO is meant for you. That's paid time off, right? So you have vacation days. You have days where you can take off for your well-being and your mental health and your physical health. And when you take those days, that's going to help you be better and more productive in your job. You're going to be happier showing up at work. You're going to be a better coworker. You're going to be a better manager. You're going to be better overall. So, taking your paid time off is really important, and to schedule those days in, those weekends in, planning something really fun so that you have something to look forward to. So, those are my four tips on how to set boundaries at work. And so, if you are feeling like you're being stretched, that you don't know how to set the boundaries, I'm going to invite you to book a call with me, a 15-minute free brainstorming call so we can talk about these things and what's on your plate and strategies on how to set those boundaries at work. And I'm going to post the link down here, and also you'll notice a button down there to do that very easily. And I really, really look forward to speaking with you about this and any other things that are going on in your career. Maybe you don't have the career clarity. Maybe you're ready to make a change and you don't know what that change is. Let's talk about it. Okay, I can't wait to meet you. And my name is Corey, reminding you to take action, feel the fear, and do it anyways.